So we're going live very soon. Um, I'm trying to join my hosts. Okay, so I can't hear Tope. Okay, so I'm trying to connect with my host. Okay, so for those on YouTube, I'm still trying to connect to my host. I can't hear her. I don't know what's going on. I wasn't hearing you. I can't say it. I can't hear you. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to be hearing you. I was supposed to be hearing you. No, no, no. It's nice to see you. I know. Once. Mm, I know. Thanks for having me. I just didn't know when exactly. I didn't know when, but I knew you. Yes, yes. Same here. Thank you. And your hair is long. I can see it from this side. It's just it will grow back. Even if you don't like it, at the end of the day, you can cut it again and it will grow back. Oh, I don't even let me start with that. Nigeria is, but we move. We move. Is it the diesel, the fuel we want to talk about? It's terrible, honestly. I don't know how other people are surviving, but hey, I'm surviving, and I know others are surviving as well. So I had to change our schedules a bit. I spoke with my staff, and I'm glad they are all doing well. Also, we've adjusted kind of, so we're fine. It's all over. It's all over. Even in Germany, I saw a video of someone in Germany, and she was screaming about equivalent of 1,100 per liters, and we are still paying. I think it's 800 now. Diesel is 800 now. So I know. Mm, it was 750 when we spoke. It was 750 when we spoke. Yeah. I had to put a lock. I had to put a lock on my diesel generator. Let it be resting for now. it's it's not funny. Mm, I know. Mm, Thank you, Tope. Thanks again for having me. Okay, so I'm a very shy person. A lot of people don't believe this. I'm a really, really shy person. And I think this is my second planned webinar. Every other time you've seen me online They were not planned. I just, click on go live and that's it. But this is my second planned webinar, so just forgive me if I'm a bit nervous, but then I'll just try as much as possible to. I'm not sharing kudi kudi tonight. I'm hungry and I was hungry and I said let me just have a portion, and at the end of the day I had like 3 portions of that small tin cover with a bottle of water, and I was good. All right then. Okay, so my name is Doyin Shonubi. I manage ABSL Fashion. I'm a fashion entrepreneur, obviously. I manage ABSL Fashion Institute, where we teach people the art of dressmaking. I also manage Ibile Clothiers, that's our clothing brand, where we major in bespoke tailoring. And I bought a book about garments. I bought I bought Tope's book on garment, starting a clothing, yes, how to start a clothing factory, and that book is amazing. It's still in the it's still in the pilot stage. I'm still testing. Nigeria cannot allow you to do something successfully. So I'm still testing. I've been taking few orders. So we take bulk production, and basically that's what we do: fashion education and garment production. But we major in bespoke tailoring and garment production. So I yes, I'm a master pattern maker. Yeah, that's my strength. That's my strength. We all have what we are very, very good at. So that's my main strength. I do illustrate, but I don't do illustration like that. But with pattern making, even if you tap me and wake me in the middle of the night, trust me, just send me the design. I'll just create it for you. So that's it about me. Talking about the topic that Tope asked me to speak about today, I have been able to get the best out of my employees. I'm going to say a few things again about myself. So I listen. I'm a good listener. I listen. I can also say I operate a participatory kind of leadership, which means I ask opinions from my employees. Yes, I make the decisions, but I ask them, for their opinions also. But 3 things have helped me this far. Having structure in place, I think that captures everything, but having structure in place also, and being transparency, and also effective communication. So those 3 things: having structure in place, transparency, and effective communication. So I'm going to start with having structure in place. Thank you, Tope. Thank you, Tope. Internet can be somehow also in Nigeria, because it looks as if you're freezing a bit. Yes. But can you hear me? Someone is saying teacher doing. Oh, great. Okay, great. I'll just go on and give my points. Can I go on now? Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about having structure in place. That's the number one thing. So when we say having structure in place, it's actually not a big deal. It simply means put a system that works for you, in place. That's it. So the first thing I do when I am looking for employee is to advertise. And when I'm advertising, what do I say in my advert? It matters a whole lot. What you say in your advert matters a whole lot. And whatever it is you're mentioning in your advert should be what you do. You don't have to lie to get people to come to you, because if you lie and they come to you and they are not seeing what you've said, they are going to leave. And that's when they even leave without telling you. That's the truth. Okay, so everything I say in my advert, that is what I do in my business. So I put out advert. I tell them we're going to have an initial training. And I believe even corporate organizations, they do this. When they employ, when they have new intakes, they train them first. So we train you, you must be diligent, you must be disciplined, you must be willing to learn. You see, that willingness to learn is very, very important. Because again, I'm a giver, I'm a sharer. I will pour myself out. I'll pour myself out, and you must be ready to get whatever it is I am pouring out. Okay? So, yes, after all of that, we invite them for a test and interview. So we don't just say, oh, we chat. Okay, I chat with them. I don't just chat with them and I say, oh, you've been hired. Come in, start work, and all of them. They come in for a test and an interview first. If they pass, we tell them they passed. And we tell them when the training starts, not when their employment starts. The training, so it's a training first. Because I keep telling people, even if I employ someone that has worked for top designers, I'll still want to train them on my standard. I am a business, I have a standard I work with. And I want everyone to understand that standard. If you don't train them, they will not understand. If you're relying on the only thing they have when they are coming in, then you might not get the best out of them. You don't have to rule out that, oh, they don't have any experience, they cannot do anything. No, you're just, like a top-up, kind of. You're topping up whatever knowledge they already have. So we train them. We have a training period of 2 to 6 weeks. Also, when we are recruiting, we say your minimum experience should be 12 months. I know a lot of people would say, 12 months, it's too small and all of that. As part of our vision at ABSL is to empower. We don't only empower our students, we also empower those we employ and pay. Students pay us and say, oh, okay, we have to teach them all of that. Also, empower our vision, we are our employees. We are saying, because in this part of the world, we really do not have that culture of working with someone for a long period. We know that you will go. Yes, you will go. But when you go, when you leave, what are you living with? What are you doing with your own life? We don't want to leave our business and, you just be wandering and all of that. So if you are the type who wants to stand on your own once you leave our business, because that's part of the question we ask you during interview. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? How long do you want to work for us? There is a minimum period you have to work for us, and you have to agree to that terms. So we ask those questions. Your response will be good. Of course, let us know that we are going to hire you. So once you're calling for the training, we'll train you depending on how good you are. We've had to train some people for just 1 week, Tope, and by the second week, in fact, it was as if we've hired them for a very long time. When you're in training, we don't pay you. This is what I mean by transparency. We tell you everything we are going to do. We do not hide. We're going to tell you how much we're going to pay you. I think that's one of the reasons a lot of people also leave their employers. We tell you how much we're going to pay. We are going to pay. We tell you other incentives, other perks, and all of that that comes with your job role. So we don't hide anything. So if you're comfortable with it, you take on the role. If you're not, then that's it. We'll keep searching till we find the person we are looking for. Okay, so after the training, we'll tell you you're successful, you're employed, you sign a contract. So in that contract, we have all the terms of your job description, and also the agreement. We have the minimum period. So we always ask people for a minimum period of 18 months. You must be able to work with us for 18 months. Now, after saying this, we don't stop at that. We tell you why. We tell you before we posted the job vacancy. It took us a whole lot of time. Recruiting, looking for people is not easy. Your brain self it's not easy. So we let them understand that it's not an easy process. So we need someone who can work with us for minimum period of 18 months. So we spell out every details for them. You must have read the contract and you would say you agree. Once you agree, you start your job, and there is also a probation period. Yes, this is not a corporate like a corporate environment, but yeah, we still have that probation period of 90 days where we say, okay, for the next 3 months, we know you're still learning. Let's see what you can do. Let's still see if you fit the role we are looking for. Another thing we do again is we train on standard first before we train on speed. This is because you can only act very fast. You can only increase whatever it is you're doing if only you understand what you're supposed to do. If you don't understand what you're supposed to do, you will just be calling, excuse me, I don't understand. Let's assume we don't train at the beginning of the, when we recruit them, and we say, oh yeah, fix this and make this garment, finish this garment. Madam, how do I fix this zip? Madam, how do I turn the lining? That speed is not there because they do not understand what they're supposed to do. So we train them on standard first, on routine, what they're supposed to do. Then we say, okay, you've spent 3 months. This is what. So in that 3 months, they are not given a kind of targets. But after that 3 months, we tell them, now you know what to do. Now it's time to increase your speed. Then they will be given targets. So we tell them, this is what you have to do in a week. This is what you have to do in a month. And they all have where they, write what they do. So we monitor their performance because, again, we appraise them. This might sound somehow, but then, yes, this is what we mean by putting structure in your business. Tope, you know what I mean now. If you go online and you go on those sewing groups, you see a whole lot. Like, really, this. So so we appraise them. We tell them how they are doing. So you have notes down. There's on the system where you write what you do weekly, monthly, and we try to appraise them twice a year. That's the main physical appraiser. But on the job, as they are going, as the everyday activities, if we need to talk to them about something, we do that. We call them and we talk to them. So this is what I mean when I said there's a structure in place. If you don't train them, then don't expect them from help. Yes, and I'm talking from experience. I've seen people who hire people for a certain role, and you would expect that this person has on her CV it says, oh, she studied banking and finance, and you would believe that this person will understand calculation, simple calculation, but you realize they don't know. So I don't assume. So I make it a point of a very important thing for me. I do not assume at all. I ask questions and I do things the way they should be done. So that's it for structures, the step by step thing that we follow when we are recruiting. Now, as the business, the day-to-day activities of the business, I'm going to talk about transparency. So when I say transparency, I let my employee know a whole lot about the business. They might not know everything, they are not supposed to know everything, but things that they can even see. They know, for example, what is going on in Nigeria right now. I'm always telling them the effect of it on our business. See, that is what I'm saying, that you don't assume. You assume that, you think everybody is listening to news, everybody is watching news, and they should know what is going on. As an employer, do not assume. Every Monday, we have a team meeting. Every Monday, where I talk to them about, what is going on in the economy, their tasks, if there's any problem, anyone is having any troubles. That's when they talk to me, or not say it's where everybody is gathered. They can talk to me privately. They can talk to the admin privately, or talk to me if it's too personal, or just let us know if they have any issues. So every Monday we do this, and also on somewhere on our board, it is pasted the work rules. As a business, you need to have work rules. You can't just be operating. You need to have work rules, and you need to communicate it with your employees. You cannot assume they know it. So when let me not move to effective communication now. So I'm still on transparency. They know how much we pay for electricity. They know how much we pay for rent. They know how much we pay for internet, because all our staff, they have access to Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi, and this is to for their personal development also. They have an idea of how much we pay for lawman. These are costs that go into our production, cost of production. They have idea about all of these things. Because they don't feel cheated. And I'm saying this because I have listened to a whole lot of people, when they are ranting and they are saying, oh, my employee, they are behaving this way, they are behaving that way. I always pick something from that conversation. Sometimes they assume the business is making money. Our customers, okay, we have so customers, we have order today, we are working, we are doing this. They assume money is coming in, but if they don't know how much money is going out to part of this cost of production or operation, they'll just assume the business is cheating them. So yes, so I let them in on some of these things, and I talk to them about it. Thank God I bought also. Tope, sorry, I'm marketing you today. You should pay me. As part of the training, because apart from the initial training that we always do, there's on-the-job training. We talk to them about pricing. And since I bought Tope's built-to-bill calculator or more, if you have not bought that calculator, you are sitting on a long thing. No, you are sitting on a long thing. It makes life easy. It makes life easy. You know, you talk about, you did a very good job. Okay, let me just say thank you now. You did a very item, put the price, and the calculator sums it up and tells you, even if you want to give discounts to your clients, there is a tab, there is a space that is provided to put, and it automatically tells you your margin. It tells you if you're undercharging or if you are satisfied with whatever, you know, discount you're trying to give that particular client. So Tope, well done. Thank you so much for making life easier. So I want to encourage all of you to buy it. Seriously, you need to buy it. You need to buy it. So we've trained about 2 weeks ago. We trained the staff on the effect of, you know, doing proper costing when you're charging your clients. So they understand all of these things. They know how much, you know, goes into the cost of operation, and they kind of have an idea of how much the business is probably making. So they know that the business is not cheating them. If you know the business is not cheating you, your mind will be at peace with the business owner, with the business, and you'll be happy with what you're doing. So you need to be a bit, you know, I am saying I am a bit transparent, and I think it has worked for me this far. I don't hide anything. I even talk too much. Forget that I said I'm a very shy person. When I'm with my people, I talk. I talk too much to even lie. So I don't even bother to lie. So I say it as it is, and I'm also a very, can I call myself playful person? I play a lot. I play, and I play with my staff. I have created an environment that, you know, that is conducive. At least that I've created a culture, a kind of culture that says, oh, you have to be free, you have to, you know, be able to talk. I'm approachable. That's one of my traits. I'm approachable. I can read people. I can, when I look at you, I kind of know that I think you're bothered. Something is bothering you. I ask about their welfare. I call them privately if I have to and say, what is wrong with you? Something is going on. It doesn't have to affect their job. You know, sometimes when we are worried, worried, it tends to affect our productivity. So you need to I look after my employees' welfare. I ask questions, and when they tell me they are fine, then that's it. But I like people to be happy with what they are doing. I always put myself in other people's shoes. If I'm not happy with what I'm doing, then I won't be productive. So I try my best to make sure they are very, very happy with what they are doing. So that's it about transparency. I'm going to move to effective communication. I talk to my employee a whole lot. In fact, when I call a meeting, I don't know how to hide things. When something is bothering me, I say, everybody, please let's gather in the office. They know that, madam wants to say something. So I let it out immediately. I don't let it, you know, pile up. And I don't get angry. I really do not get angry. I'm a very playful person, so I really do not get angry. But when I get angry, they know how it can be. So I communicate with my employees. As in, if there is anything, I talk to them. I tell them the rules. I tell them know about all of these things. Respect for one another. You can't just talk to anyone. Working as a team, in our organization, there is nothing like senior Remy, senior Doi, senior. We don't even need to know who is doing what. But because we major in bespoke tailoring, and you know, bespoke tailoring in this part of the world, where you are given a task, you are supposed to complete that outfit. So it's easier to say, okay, this person did this. But let's say, for example, one of them is not feeling well and she had to leave for a while to get better. That's one of the advantages also working with us. I let them rest their brain. If you talk to me and say, ma'am, I'm not, they have sick leave, they have holidays, the federal government holiday, public holidays, we take that as well. We work a lot though. If I go downstairs now, I might meet them still sewing. That's the truth. I always chase them. I always tell them, yes, do overtime, but do not let your overtime go beyond 1.5 hours. Because you should be ready for the next day task. Okay, so we go on holiday, sick leave, they are entitled to certain days. If you need to go on, for example, one of them was not feeling good recently and she had to go. And when she came back and I was talking to her, I asked, okay, so you were working on something before you left. What happened? She said she spoke to our colleague to help her complete our task if she was not going to be able to come in time, because she didn't come back in time. I said, that's perfect. That's the kind of work environment I have created. You should be able to tell your colleague and say, please, am I in time? Can you help me? And that person must be willing to do it without any kind of negative attitude. So I have taught them how to work as a team. I tell them to go online. I've taught them how to go online and make their own research on how to improve themselves, personal development, and that's why we have given them access to Wi-Fi. They know that they cannot watch film during work hours. Yes, they can listen to music and it cannot be loud. All of them now have earpiece that they wear, and you don't have to disturb another person. That's another work etiquette that you need to go by. You have to be respectful. You don't have to disturb. You have to respect everybody and respect their privacy as well. So I think in terms of communication, I have done well. In fact, they know they know not to keep quiet at all. They know not to keep quiet. So when you talk them, and I also let them know that there is something called effective communication. When you're talking to someone and you're not getting feedback, that means probably that person is not getting what you're saying. So you must, make sure that whoever you're talking to understands what you're saying, and you're getting feedback. So that's it about effective communication. What else do I want to talk about? Tope, any question? Okay. Okay. Tope. Even you. I didn't know you bought that to Toshonubi Limited. Adetoyi, the H is for Adetoyi, the Bolatito, S is for Shonibi, and L is limited. The L is supposed to be Lagos, but a location that it has to be, yes, so we changed it to limited. Ministry is here. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay, for the bespoke, I said we major on bespoke tailoring. So with bespoke tailoring, one person as yes, you have to finish it. But with production, we're still, like I said, the production part of our business is still in the pilot stage. So we're trying to see, it's not easy when you're doing the truth. That's the truth. When you're doing bespoke and you want to go into production. Tope, remember that conversation we had. It's not easy. I won't even lie. So you have to really, really study, how the process works and see how. Even with bespoke tailoring. Oh. That's I think that's mm, oh, okay. Hmm, okay. So the lining joined. Wow. Who did this? mm, mm, it can't. Hmm. I guess that's why I'm still having issues, migrating or adding production into to our bespoke tailoring. It's been awesome, really. With one person, with my own method, it's been good, and or maybe because I've been used to that all this while, it makes it easy. It looks easy for me. It looks easier for me that way. Yeah. Mm. Okay, so what? Nothing really. But when we're giving them that contract, we tell them you can't just wake up and leave. You have to notify us. There might be some tangible reasons why you need to leave. But we are saying don't just go home today. And another thing is we give our employees accommodation. So yes, Lagos can be very, very terrible, especially with the traffic. So we are saying don't go home, sleep, and wake up in the morning and say, Oga Madam, I'm not coming. Maybe you're just being paid your salary. we are not coming. There's a process in place. There's something you need to do. Inform us. Give us 6 weeks. You must give us 6 weeks notification to say, ma'am, something came up and I will be leaving. Because this is why I said at the beginning, we communicate, we tell them, you cannot, we are training you, and recruiting people is not an easy task. It takes us like 6 weeks. That's on an average to get new person to take your place, to replace you. And also, if you're leaving, don't let us go and notification. Let us recruit someone else that you will train before you leave. So you don't just leave and say, yes, there might be nothing, we might not be able to do anything, but then you're leaving us hanging. We are saying, please don't leave us hanging. And because we always communicate this to them at the beginning of their employment, we've never had any issue. Yes, we've had someone who left before our period, but do you know what she did? She did not leave until we got someone else. She trained that person. It's we kind of build that relationship and say, even if when you leave, don't let us become enemy now. We can still communicate, and because that's what people do. So we've already stated that at the beginning of the contract, and we've told them why, and that's it. Everyone understands and everyone is happy. So they won't just wake up one morning and say, I'm leaving. Fine, we said minimum of 18 months. We've taken on people that told us, ma'am, I won't be able to stay for 18 months. I am processing something. I just need a place to be. She was truthful. She said she'll be able to stay for 3 months. But guess what? She was with us for almost 7 months, and when she was leaving, we were happy. We did send forth. I prayed for her. There was a kind of there's a relationship. See, in employment, it's not about money alone. We tell anybody that is joining us, we tell them, see, we're going to pay you. This is what we're going to pay you, and this is what you're going to get. But it shouldn't be about money. Going by our vision of empowerment, this is what we're going to do for you. If it's only about money, Tope, I made an advert for someone in Ikoyi looking for tailors. I have people on my waiting list that is waiting for 1 or 2 of my own employees to leave, and they can come and work with me. That tells me something. That tells me they see something in me and they want to be under my tutelage, kind of. I have like 3 people like that. They are not applying for that Ikoyi job. They want to work for ABSL or work with ABSL, but I'm telling them we don't have vacancy now. So we've created that culture, that environment, I don't know how to put it again, but I hope I answered that person's question. We are not going to do anything because the employee is going to leave in a way that she would have informed us, and she would have also trained someone else to take her place, and we are all happy. How do I handle what? Okay, so unfortunately, yes. And it was I'm a very sentimental person, Tope, so I'm just overcoming sentiments. I don't like to hurt people. Okay. Okay, all right then. So that's fine. Okay. So yes, I had someone this January. We were looking for an admin person, and she applied. She Remember, I already said we are all about empowering people. Even if you are not, if you don't totally meet up with the criteria, we'll still say, okay, come in. Since we are going to train you, we we can still take you on. But it wasn't working. I did everything, and when we asked her to come in, it was it's like a testing period. She has not even started, you know, she's not been employed, but she said she can come in to so that we can train her. That's in January. The year was already ending, so it was like I think four or 5 weeks, and I couldn't manage it. I needed someone who can do something that I'm not very good at. There is no way I can manage that person because I'm not good at that thing. So I need someone who is to take on role. So I had to let her go. I was willing to give her another chance, but in my mind, now I have learned to follow my instincts. I think these days my instinct is always right. So unfortunately, I had to, okay. Someone said, why unfortunately? I had to let her go. She felt bad, but then I told her this is why I'm not why I'm employing you. I'm not good at it, so I need someone who can do that job very well. So, and that's it. That's the only time I had to fire someone. Oh. It's not a good place to be, but then it's your business. It's my business. There shouldn't be sentiment. Mm. Uh, okay, we do that on all our platforms, social media platforms. Facebook. Yes, we have yeah, Facebook. We're very active on Facebook than Instagram. So we show up on Facebook more than Instagram, but we post them on all our platforms. In Also on WhatsApp. And the good thing is there is the stories. People watch stories. Oh God, sometimes I'll see that 2,000 people saw my stories and all of that, so we make use of that as well. Mm, it does. It does. Mm, yes. Mm. Oh, I had to block someone. No, I had to block someone. I was really, really, I said I don't get angry, but I was really, really. She was an intern, and she did something that I could not believe. In fact, when the revelation came, I just because the person that revealed all those things said she wants to talk to her. She wanted to ask her why she was behaving that way or more. I couldn't hold it. I just said, you know what? I can't trust you anymore. Please leave. And that was it. Mm. That's what we're talking about, relationship building. Relationship building. That's it. Mm. Artisans. Mm. Oh, yes. Mm. You already told her. Mm. Mm. That's it. Mm. 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 Wow. Mm. 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 Yeah, that's it. You're competent. Mm. Mm. Exactly. Mm. Let me know. Ogauta. Mm. Exactly. That's why they should have weekly tasks or targets. Sales. Mm. They will get paid at the end of the month. Mm. Mm. Really? Mm. Mm. Wow. Wow. Mm. True. No, you made. Mm. Yes. Yes. They have to. Mm. Yeah. Just tell them to go, or you will, or commission. Yes. Okay. I think someone asked if I allow my staff to do their own personal job. I do. I do. I do. But they pay. I do. They can get their clients. If they have clients, they can work and use my resources, but they pay, and that's part of what we are teaching them. That because you're getting, if for example, if I'm allowing them to use my resources for free, they'll get used to it. They will not charge their clients very well. They will not include that electricity, sewing machine, every other thing that goes into that particular product. They won't include it. They will just tell the clients, "Oh, you pay 3,000 naira." But I tell them to pay. Yes, it is 1,200 per outfit. Pay it. Include it in your client's order. So that way, you know that when they have their own business, they know that they are paying for rent. Even the 1,200 is nothing. It's I pay almost 3 million for my rent, so it's nothing. For electricity alone, if they are very nice and they give us electricity, repete, we'll still pay like 50 per month. That's minus diesel and petrol. So why shouldn't they know that we pay for this? We pay for fuel, we pay for rent, we pay. It teaches them that they need to also save for electricity, rent when they are charging. So yes, I allow them, but they pay 1,200. I'm even thinking of increasing it to 1,500 now. Diesel is expensive. Tope, but they will never buy you. So who could charge them? That's Shatachere money. The ah. mm, mm, mm. That's yes, that's relates to what you said. Yeah, that relates to what you said, that they should be able to make money even if the business is not, doing well at a particular time. And that's why I allow that too. Mm. I'm learning from you. I told you once that you're my mentor. Mm. Yes. Oh my god. Hmm. Even me. Even. Hmm. 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 Representing you. Yeah. Hmm. You're eating the nail. Because I just told someone, you represent me. I don't have to be here every time. Forget that you see me every day. You represent me. You need to be able to tell them, do this, and they should know that it is Doing Shonibi that is talking, because that's what I've asked you to tell them. You don't have to see me every time. Hmm. That's it. Hmm. At all. Exactly. Hmm. Yes. Hmm. Don't say it online, please. Hmm. Hmm. It is. I do. Thank you. My people are doing this also. In fact, we had to reschedule the use of generator because there's no lights now. So in a day we use like 25 liters, and it's lasts for like 11 hours. So we turn it on at 8:30. So I did the roster, and I sent it to we communicated it to everyone, even the students and all of that. Out today, we because the students stayed till like 2, and we're supposed to have turned it on at 12:30. The admin had to come to me, aunty, the gen is still on. Oh, I said don't worry, this when the students leave, as in, they help me to save money, like they understand, and that's because I already told them. They know about everything. Hmm. 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 Yeah, you won't even try new things. You won't be able to try new things. Yeah. Bye bye. Okay, so I would, like I already said, I communicate with my employees, so I need to find out. I always find out when I look at you. I know something is wrong with you. It might be personal, it might be family issues, but I need you to be able to talk to me. Let me help you. Maybe because I've worked in Oyibo's environment and I know how they were treating me back then. Are you okay? Hade, are you all right? Do you want to take time off? Are you good? Are you that? So I have, applied that in my business. So I always ask if it's something I can help with, I will. If it's something that I cannot help with, we can look for solution. If it's the laziness, if it's due to, because it's difficult for me to answer this question because I've never been in that situation. Remember I said I always train my people. So you cannot be lazy. So it cannot be that you don't know what to do, or whatever the reason is, we'll look at it and we'll sort it out accordingly. If it means you have to leave, you have to leave. If it means we have to train you more, maybe you are not confident about certain things that is not allowing you carry out your job effectively, we can do that. But if you've tried all that and it's not working, then you have to leave. I cannot deal with a lazy person. I'm a you see, I'm saying very hardworking person. I work. You cannot stay with me if you're lazy. So that's how I'll deal with it. I think you already spoke about that. You have to draw boundaries. Tope is right. If you make yourself available too much, it's bound to happen. But you have to draw boundaries. Like you cannot step beyond this boundary. So I don't allow that. I call you, I'll tell you. You cannot speak to not even any of your co-workers rudely. You cannot. We've trained them on all of these things. So forgive me if I'm not responding to your question very well. So it can't, I don't think it can happen. And if it happens, because one bad egg can spoil other, yes, will corrupt others. So if we talk to you and you are not there's no changes, then we'll let you go again. Just let them go. Otherwise one might regret it. Okay. Hmm. I think I know him. Tunde Abi. Is it Tunde? Tunde is very, very diligent, honestly. Even yeah, I saw him. Mm, mm. Oh. Mm, mm, mm. You heard it. Mm. Mm. Yes. Yes, you did. Mm. Mm. Yes. Nobody. 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 Honestly. Mm. And I'm sure today would have trained that person also before leaving. You have to- Mm. They will. They will. Mm. Honestly, I do that too. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Honestly, I said it recently that I got a job. I told you I got a job in Ikoyi. I had to call one of my staff. We sent her forth. She left. She went to Ibadan to set up. But while she was here, she picked interest in pattern making. And you know me now, I don't hide anything. Omo, she has become a guru in pattern making. I had to call her that let's go and do this job together. She came back from Ibadan and we did that job. We did it. Then and there's still more, and she's still going to come back. That's what I'm talking about, relationship building. Imagine if she had left me anyhow and all of that and that kiniko. There won't be I won't be calling her to come let us go and make this money together now. I won't. Ah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, so what I do is at the end of the year, it is also stated in their contract that if the business makes profit, even during COVID, when we did not make profit, we gave money at the end of the year, like the 10th month thing. We also give during Christmas, we give gifts and Christmas stuff and all of that. So we do bonus at the end of the year. Mm. It's just fair. It's only fair. Without these people, we can't do it alone. We say, okay, we ask you to take part of. Yeah, that's why I said even during COVID that we did not make money safe. We gave. Even though it's small, it might be small, but then we gave something. Mm. Yes, yes, we are working. Someone called in today. Yes, someone even called in today making enquiries. Yes, we are. We bought and we've added some machines, and we are adding more. But I need to talk more about this thing. I need to talk more about it. Again, this fuel thing. Don't assume. Yeah. But like she said, you're tough but fair. It's okay to be tough, but you're fair as well. Mm. Mm. What would you do? They should learn to put themselves in the mm. Oh, okay. So we have sick leave. We have sick leave of 10 days, and every other public holiday we give. We work on Saturday, or we do training on Saturday, party training, and Saturday is not always busy. So we are kind of devoting our Saturday to training for 3 hours. If we have any work to do, we complete it, but we close it by 3 on Saturday. They don't even want to go. I'll be the one chasing them. So we do 10 days sick leave. We take all the federal holiday. But you know our work, we have to work. We work Monday to Saturday. So yeah. Yes, now it's only fair. Yeah. Okay, that's because you don't sew. It's only the school that is running right now. Oh. Oh, okay. Yes, yes, yes. No, I think I thought you were talking about now. Do you? Okay. Okay. Mm, mm. Yeah, yeah. I give 10. Mm. Yeah. Even though I was going to do, they said we have to be up to certain number. So they are still putting us on hold. Is that Reliance good? I've been seeing them on Facebook. Oh. I've been seeing them on Facebook. Ah. Okay. I see them on Facebook. Mm. We were looking at Mansard. We're looking at Mansard, but we'll check Reliance. No, it's fine. I see the advert on Facebook. Mm. I'll check the I'll tell the admin to check them out again, because I know she said Mansard people called her and all of that. But yeah, I'll we'll look into that. Mm. Mm. Yes. I picked that from you. I picked that from you. Mm. 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 Yeah. We do 9 to 6. They take 1 hour break, and yeah. Mm. Oh my god. Mm. 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 I don't understand that question. That came a student that came to upgrade. Well, a tip for what? Is she sewing for you? Students shouldn't sew for you. Well, my students don't sew for me. They've come to learn. They have enough work to do, self, so they cannot even do my own job. So I'm not clear about that question. Mm. Chat me privately. Oh, but that beautiful build, Tope, thank you. Ah, hey. Hmm. Yeah, your overheads are different. Yeah. Mm. Pay. Yeah. Hmm. Mm. I always do too. I always do, and we give accommodation. Sorry to cut you short. We give accommodation. We support them with food, and with accommodation. Top, I tried that Ikoyi job that I did. I was in traffic 5 hours every day. Traffic is, as in, in fact, I had to park myself at the back like, Doi, well done, to solve that transportation issue for my staff. Because when you're in traffic for 5 hours, coming to work and going back home, and you want to get ready to come this following day, you're going to get tired, and you end up not being productive. So we have factored all of those things, and we said, anywhere I am getting, I have to get accommodation. I have to include accommodation for my staff. No way. So they have accommodation. It might not be like what they have in their respective homes, but we make it conducive. They have a kitchen. They have a kitchen to themselves, and almost 24 hours light because we are on 10. And life is a bit good in a conducive environment because we are in an estate also, safe estate. So. Mm. Mm. Wow. Because they enjoyed what they were doing. They enjoy it. I work from home too. Sometimes I work from home. I live upstairs and production is down. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. No, we have weekdays too. We have Thursdays and Friday students, and we have weekend. Oh, thank you. For what? Oh, yes. Yeah, it's a BQ. It's a two-room BQ, and I paid for it. They don't pay. Oh, my staff don't pay. I've paid already, so it's free accommodation for them. Wow. Honestly, we have so much in common, Tope. We have so much in common. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm enjoying it. Have we answered everybody's question? Yes. Tope, you mentioned a measure that you put in place for staff. I applied that. I don't want to. I want them to go and buy that book so that they can read it. I applied that. Surprisingly, they embraced it. Everybody. In fact, itself, they want me to extend the period of that measure, or more like, see, when you communicate to people, they understand. Don't